Chicago Fire. Jocelyn Novak talks, great duo, Novak and Violet, and hopes for crossover romance. There may be some changes coming to Firehouse 51 in Chicago Fire Season 14, but will that extend to Ambulance 61 as well? Jocelyn Houdin certainly hopes not, given that she and her character, Novak, like exactly where she is. Novak was initially resistant to joining Violet, Hanako Greensmith, permanently at 51, but she's proven that her picks, paramedic in charge, call was the right one. These two have become great partners on the job. Below, Jocelyn Houdin looks back on Novak's Season 13 and shares her hopes for the future, including crossovers with Chicago PD. Oh yeah. No, she's in it. She definitely feels at home there. I feel like she's completely just found a family at 51. They trust each other. They have such a strong bond. I think they complement each other really well. Violet has a lot of responsibility. She's very serious, she's very driven and focused and professional. And Novak is as well, but she just kind of lightens her up. She's a friend for her to lean on, and she just supports Violet as much as she can. I think Violet can recognize that and appreciate that. So they formed a really strong bond, which makes for a great duo. Yeah, especially at Molly's. I love doing those. I think Novak's saying right where she is, at least I hope so. I love exactly where she is. She's just part of it. She's very hands-on with all the ambulance calls. I think she just fits in, and I don't think she has any changes coming up. I don't know. I think they just have a bond because they're both new. They've both been through sums ***, and they just understand each other on a deeper level. And yeah, I don't know where that will go, but we'll see. Yeah, I know. I don't know where Novak's going to live now. Yeah, I think her and Violet living together would be too much. Work-wise, we're together on all the calls, and then living together in the apartment would be like, okay, a little much. But I think her living with Ritter was great. I think she just more so needed anywhere to live, and then she kind of forced Ritter into it. She just wore him down a little bit. She was like, listen, I'm going to be a great roommate. Please take me. I'm going to make a playlist. We're going to be awesome. So I think, yeah, maybe finding her next roommate will be in Season 14. That could be a good journey. She shows up on Med and flirts with John Frost. So I feel like that's also a relationship for them to explore as well. Darren Barnett on Med. So I don't know what way they're going to go with love and trust for her, because I think her and Frost get along really well. And then Damon kind of rejected her a little bit. I know she's keeping it cool with him, and she's like, it's fine, it's casual, blah, blah, blah. But there seems to also be something with Frost on Med. And I feel like it's important for him to do a good job because he was removed from the firehouse before. So I think for him having a work relationship might, I don't know, not make the best second impression. So I don't know if that's the best move for him. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, I love going to Med. I love working with the Med group. It was great. It was so cool because we're already at Med so often, so it was just kind of like our set, but with a whole different crew and cast. I'm like, oh, this is crazy actually. This is your guy's set. But it was really cool to bring in his daughter, and there was so much urgency, and it was such an important moment in their season finale. And to be given that chance to reveal who it was really cool for us. But yeah, I love working with them, and everyone's just, I love their cast. It's a great cast and crew at Med. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen when he leaves, but I think Novak's entire goal was just to support Violet no matter what. If she wants to date the other guy, Steven Straits Flynn, great. If she wants to be with Carver, great. I think you just got to get it out, say it, own it. Just give him the letter that you wrote for him, Let him know how you feel. And once everything's on the table, then whatever's meant to be will be. So I think no matter which way Violet goes, Novak just wants to truly support her. I love doing episode 8, The C-Section, directed by Brenna Malloy. I love that one because I feel like that was just a really important episode for Violet and Novak, especially their bond when we're delivering the baby when we're not supposed to be delivering the baby. And Violet's like, you should go, and Novak's like, no, I'm staying with you no matter what. We're in this together. I think that was very crucial to their relationship and their bond. I also loved the episode with Novak and the chief on the bench after the suicide, and he can tell something's come up with Novak, and she kind of confides in him, and she's like, I've never just committed to something, and they want to know everything, and they want to just be my family, and I don't really know how to do that. And the chief just gives her some advice that they're frontliners and that bond, too. Making that bond with that character was really fun to film, and I knew how important it was as well. So I put a lot of pressure on myself for those scenes, but I think they all turned out really well. I trust whatever the writers do with Novak. I feel like she's in a really great place. Every episode I get, I'm like, awesome. Everything the writers give me, I'm on board with. I think the only thing I could say I would like is I like crossing over to Med. And I think it would be so cool to just pop over to PD for one episode. I love those actors as well, so I think it would be really cool for Novak to cross over with PD and see what's going on over there because I've never been on that show. So I think that would be really cool. But within Chicago Fire, within the firehouse, I feel like she's at a really good place, so I don't have any requests for that. I think investigation would be great. I think if there was some kind of robbery and there was some kind of physicality that Novak could help out with, I think that would be great for my character. If the ambulance gets robbed and I'm like, O's ***, I think that would be really cool to have some kind of PD action combo with Chicago Fire Ambo Girls and PD. That would be really fun. Well, she doesn't really interact with Kid, Miranda Ray Mayo, that much. I would like her to interact with Kid and Severai Taylor-Kinney a little bit more. We kind of have completely different storylines, and we never really cross over unless we're doing an incident together. But we don't have a lot of dialogue together or just one-on-one scenes. In a city ablaze with danger and heroism, sometimes the hottest flames aren't the ones put out with hoses. They're the sparks between characters. And according to Chicago Fire breakout Jocelyn Novak, her character's connection with Violet McCamey is just the beginning of something thrilling. Novak, who joined Chicago Fire in Season 13 as paramedic Rebecca Novak, has quickly become a fan favorite with her steely professionalism, biting wit, and complicated past. As the newest member of Ambulance 61, her dynamic with Violet, played by Hanako Greensmith, has gone from prickly to powerful, and Jocelyn sees something special forming on screen. We've become a great duo, no doubt about it, Novak shared in a recent interview. Rebecca came in guarded, really trying to prove herself. She didn't think she'd be partnering with someone like Violet, someone who's so intuitive and emotionally intelligent. But that contrast is what's made them click. Over the past few episodes, viewers have watched as Rebecca and Violet's professional respect has deepened into something more layered. Whether it's catching an overdose before it spirals or confronting a patient's abusive partner, the two women have formed an unspoken rhythm that's captivated the Chicago Fire audience. There's a shorthand between them now, Novak explained. They don't have to say much, but they know what the other is thinking. Violet is teaching Rebecca how to loosen up, while Rebecca grounds Violet when things get chaotic. It's not your typical mentorship or rivalry. It's something new. It's mutual growth.